Hello tanker guys, in this video I will be talking about pre-wash. What is pre-wash, when pre-wash is required, for what type of cargoes pre-wash is required, how long pre-wash should be continued, and what are the related matters that as a chief officer we should keep in mind. So first thing, what is pre-wash? Pre-wash is a mandatory washing cycle recommended by Marpol Annex 2 regulations. For what type of cargoes pre-wash is required? It is not required for all type of Marpol Annex 2 cargoes, but it is required for all X category Marpol Annex 2 cargo, certain Y category Marpol Annex 2 cargo, and there is one more conditions when pre-wash is required for any type of Marpol Annex 2 cargoes. So let's learn about it. For X category cargoes, as I said, for all X category cargoes. For Y category cargoes in two conditions basically. Number one, if the cargo is considered as solidifying, and number two, if the cargo is high viscous cargo. Now let's come to the third point where I said for certain reasons any type of Annex 2 cargo needs pre-wash, and that is when the cargo is not discharged according to the P&A manual. I mean, if the P&A manual is not followed properly. Now coming to the next point, when pre-wash should be started. Pre-wash should be started as soon as possible after completion of discharge. And how this washing water should be collected? This washing water should be directly discharged into the shore facilities. That is a particular requirement of pre-wash. And pre-wash basically a washing, and that you can start after unloading operation. During the last stage of unloading operation, maximum 75 liter of cargo can be remaining. That also include the pipelines. So pipeline and the cargo tanks, maximum 75 liter cargo can be remaining as per the Annex 2 requirement. And that requirement is only for latest vessels whose keel is built after 1st January 2007. For previous vessels, requirement is little bit different. From 1986 to December 2006, if the vessel is built during this period, for them the requirement is basically 100 liter and 50 liter allowance, altogether 150 liter. There is a chart for this. That chart I have broadly discussed in separate video where I discussed about Marpol Annex 2 in details. How long a pre-wash should be continued? Well, this depends upon few parameters like the size of the tank, type of cargo, whether solidifying or not, then whether viscous or not. There are few more considerations. But this is the responsibility of the surveyor who will be separately appointed for this pre-wash operation, and that surveyor will accept, unless he accept the pre-wash for a particular tank, then it is to be continued, and he is basically following the regulation. And for instance, one particular rules is 0.1% by weight maximum he will allow, or the industry will allow for certain cargo. So in that case they will check, or the surveyor will check unless until this requirement is fulfilled. There is also a specific requirement or specific guidelines for minimum how much water to be used for this pre-wash, and minimum cycles of the tank cleaning machine to be conducted. I mean, how many cycles to be used. That we will come when I will show you from the computer window. Okay, so there will be a surveyor. He will check and he will certify this pre-wash is completed, and he will also and this same surveyor will also endorse our cargo record book, and from the reception facilities they will issue a certificate which will be accepted or will be kept on board for future reference of this particular pre-wash operation. Now I want to show you from the computer window from which website you will get each and every details of Marpol various regulations and annexes. That website is really very helpful for studying Marpol regulations.
For sharing in details with Prewash, I prefer to go to this website, that is www.marpoltraininginstitute.com. This website is really very helpful for studying Marpol regulations because you can have an overview directly from here. Like if we go to Marpol Annex 2, you can see the overview, how many regulations are there up to regulation 18. Then how many appendix under this Marpol Annex 2? 7 appendix. So this is how you can get direct access or easy access where you need the reference for. If I show you from appendix, this appendix 6 talks about Prewash procedures for ships built before 1st July 1994. A pre-wash procedure is required in order to meet certain Annex 2 requirements. This appendix talks about pre-wash procedures. You will get every details under this section, like pre-wash procedures for non-solidifying substances. So pre-wash is different for different types of cargoes. For non-solidifying cargoes, there are certain guidelines, and for solidifying cargoes, there is certain different guidelines. But if you go through this, you will find almost similar, but the only major difference you will find in the cycle to be used. That cycle is mentioned here. Number of cleaning machine cycles to be used in each location. This cycle basically indicates our tank cleaning machine. As you know, one cycle means 360 degree. How many cycles required for each type of cargo, that is mentioned here. Like for category X, non-solidifying, one cycle is enough. For solidifying, it is required 2 cycles. For category Y, non-solidifying, only half cycle. And then for solidifying substances, for category Y is 1 cycle, 1 full cycle. There is also a detailed description of pre-wash procedures for non-solidifying substances without recycling and with recycling also. Pre-wash procedures with recycling of washing medium. You can go through this for details. And also you will get the guidance for minimum quantity of water to be used in a pre-wash. For pre-wash, normally we use fresh water, and temperature we maintain more than 60 degrees Celsius. This is very common practice. But if you go through this document here, you will get every details very easily. There is a table also for specifying quantity of water used, quantity of water to be used. Let us read from pre-wash procedures for non-solidifying substances for a general idea. Tanks shall be washed by means of a rotary water jet operated at sufficiently high water pressure. In the case of category X substances, cleaning machines shall be operated in such locations that all tank surface are washed. In the case of category Y substances, only one location need to be used. During washing, the amount of water in the tank shall be minimized by continuously pumping out slopes and promoting flow to the suction point, positive list and trim. If this condition cannot be met, the washing procedure shall be repeated 3 times with thorough stripping of the tank between washings. Those substances which have a viscosity equal to or greater than 50 MPa at 20 degrees Celsius shall be washed with hot water temperature at least 60 degrees Celsius unless the properties of such substances make the washing less effective. The number of cycles of the cleaning machine used shall not be less than that specified in table 6A. A cleaning machine cycle is defined as the period between 2 consecutive identical orientations of the tank cleaning machine. After washing, the tank cleaning machines shall be kept operating long enough to flush the pipeline, pump and filter, and discharge to shore facilities shall be continued until the tank is empty. That means even if the requirement is fulfilled, still the collected water to be continuously discharged until it is empty. I hope this much is clear. And now let me share with you one more thing, that when the pre-wash can be started after discharging of the operation. Thing is, discharging operation should be carried out following the procedure and arrangement manual, that is P&A manual. And please be reminded that how much cargo can be remaining in Annex 2 tank. That means during discharge, or when you will consider that the discharge is basically completed. Here a particular requirement is there, how much cargo can be remaining in Annex 2 tank. The amount of cargo remaining in a tank after discharge under Annex 2 is a maximum of 75 liters for ships constructed on or after January 1st, 2007. For older ships, the limits are higher, a maximum of 100 liters for ships built between July 1st, 1986 to 31st December 2006. And there is also a extra limit, that is more 50 liter. So 150 liter can be maximum for those vessels. There is a chart, I have already shared that chart for this particular requirement in when I read about Marpol Annex 2 from A to Z. You can watch that video for more details.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to meet you in next video. And I believe you will be stay connected by subscribing my channel. Once again, thank you.